Hi, I'd like to have a little talk with you about fear. And on the board here I have for each letter of the word fear, I have another word. Fear is F, false. E, evidence. A, appearing. R, real. Fear, false, evidence, appearing real. So let me begin with the letter F, false. We are living in an entire false system. Now, I have to confess that at times I understood certain things were false, but never in my mind did I conceptualize an entire system that is false. This is very consistent with the Word of God because John writes to us in his epistles about the world. And the world is under the control of the devil, which means the world is an entire false system. Why? Because the devil is the father of lies. So therefore, there is a system in place that is false. Now, once again, let me reiterate that in my own personal life, I understood that now and then something and a few things were false. But I could not take the leap into the idea that there's an entire false system, and it is everywhere. It is in my state. It is in your state. It is in our country. It is in other countries. In other words, it is around the entire earth. It is a false system. Incidentally, why is it that the globe is always in the movies? Why is it that the globe is always present in the presentation of a movie or a film or a television show and in the schools and universities? Because it represents the entire false system. It is a Baal, and that is a corruption of the word Baal or Baal, another name for the devil. So it's the devil's system. Evidence, E. I would say that at this time, almost our entire population turns to the television, radio, or print for evidence. Now, there are a few things I'd like to say to you about evidence. First of all media, that includes print, is in the hands of about 6 or 7 major corporations. So let's imagine that the 6 or 7 major corporations get together and say, what hoax are we going to present now? And they all agree. Therefore, every television station, every radio station, and every magazine and every newspaper will present the false system with false evidence. Now, I'd also like to say something else under the word evidence. It is perfectly legal in the false system to use propaganda in the land that we call America. Now, I will say this to folks, and they will not react, they will not discuss it, and they won't even go near it. But it is absolutely true. And you can look it up for yourself. I was following it a long time ago, and it is now in print. It is now part of legislation that in America, propaganda is perfectly legal, meaning within the false system, and they don't have to tell you a word. And that comes from what's called NDAA. I believe it's 2012, Section 1078. Now, it's about 20 pages to read, but you can read it. I know you can, and you're smart enough to go to source documents. So I'm just citing the text off the top of my mind, and if it's incorrect, I'll find the correct one for you, but I believe it's NDAA 2012, Section 1078. It was what was called the Smith-Mont Modernization Act. And that sounds really good, doesn't it? Well, what it really was putting in print that we can now lie to the American people about anything and everything, and you'll never know it's a lie, because by the time it's revealed it's a lie, you'll be dead and gone. And by the way, that puts all media in conjunction with, and in cahoots with, and in bed with the government. Yes, it's there. Like I say, most people, as soon as I say that, they will not discuss it. They don't want to go near it, and no one will look it up. And even if they do look it up, they do that stupid type it in Google. You got to go to source documents, dude. Listen, if you have any background in education, you always work with source documents. Okay, let's go to the letter A. Appearing. Yes, it appears to be true. Yes, it appears to be true, but it's not true. Now, the devil is a master of deception, and he is the great deceiver. And he can take on the form of an angel of light, which means these folks that get up and proclaim they're experts in this and experts in that, they're just actors. They're very good at acting. They really have no actual credibility. The only credibility they have is what you give to them, because their image is on a screen. But the American public believes whatever is on the screen. And I don't know how many times I've said to people, it's only dots on a screen. But they cannot separate the idea of dots on a screen with reality. And that takes us to the letter R, real. R-E-A-L. Now I'm going to have a pun and a play on words for you. And I'm going to substitute the word real, R-E-E-L, as in old-time reels that used to be on movie projectors that you fed the film through the movie projector. And there was a reel with the movie on, and there was an empty reel. And hence it passed from reel to reel. It passed from the reel that had the film to the reel that did not have the film, and it projected an image. Now, most people live in real time, R-E-E-L. And I hope to do a video on this. So if you want to abide with me and you want to sit down and chat and you want to hear some things, I'll try to work on that. But anyhow, it's real time, R-E-E-L. That's what folks are living in. Now, what about you? Will you live in real time, R-E-A-L? And I believe, as Dave J. says, that's the one gift you have. You have R-E-A-L time. Now, if you let R-E-E-L time absorb you, it will take away from you R-E-A-L time. Now, most people right now are in the false reel. They're in the movie projector reel. But you can live in real time. So let's summarize. Fear, the letter F, false. The letter E, evidence. It's not evidence, it's nonsense. A, appearing, deception. Real, R-E-A-L or R-E-E-L. fear. False evidence appearing real. So my friend, I'll try to do another video, focus on the spiritual component of real. But right now, this is enough, and I hope you will not live in fear. End of video.